make any videos, since I actually posted any video for YouTube. And so yeah, we're here. So what I will do today, I don't know if I'm going to teach you guys something. I'm just going to be unboxing this fresh deck of bikes that I got. Well, actually there are two, but unboxing any deck is always fun and exciting. I think, I don't know, this might be the context of this video, depends. But because I don't have a fancy knife, I will be using this razor blade to open this. I could just use my hands, but I mean, let's seem a little bit professional. So yeah, okay.
Take off. Right. Now for some dollars, it's actually very hard to get. Wow. Maybe someone's picking up the show somewhere. Probably in the market. Really happen yet. But anyway, I should really put this one.
Alright, so I think I know what I'm going to teach you guys. I'm going to teach you guys the straddle pass. Now, this is not something that no one has taught before on YouTube, but I'm just going to teach you guys because I don't really remember seeing any really in-depth tutorial on the straddle pass. Now, this is how the straddle pass looks like, or shift, I don't know, depends on you. I don't know if I did it correctly, but the card is controlled to the bottom of the deck, and if you so want to, you can control the card into something like this. That is called the Suzanne Shift. Oh, it's not yet, it's actually in cup. The Suzanne Shift by Daniel Madsen, but that is up on his YouTube channel. This is just a straddle pass I'm going to be teaching you. So just control the card to the bottom of the deck, just like that. So that's what I'm going to teach you guys. So without wasting too much of your time, even though I've wasted quite a bit of your time, really there's nothing we can do about that. But yeah, let's just get right into it.
Fresh chip off the block. Watch my head spin. I got awkward thoughts and a neck twitch. I fall off the knot, then I get up. I'm this slot to watch. That's a Netflix. I stop with the pot. Got my head stripped, but mama kept singing, better save that noodle, cause I kept drawing on the same old doodle. Mine got lost inside of all this pseudo. I play golf now, so I'm a white poodle. And so to sing songs out, but cry baby better. Unnecessary shade that I do throw, so I feel better about my shortcomings. Sing a little song, do a little dance, smile for the camera. Don't get caught up inside the damage. Bring a little joy, find some quirky friends that you think could stand you. Life's hard with two hands to handle. Break out of the norm, life is pretty boring when there's nothing random. Loop-de-loops isn't the answer. Everybody gorgeous, every day important, everything is glamorous.
Learning. Wow, the cards all tough. Alright, so we are going to select, we are going to have any selection actually, and in this case we'll be using the 6 of spades. So the 6 of spades is the selection, and we'll put the 6 of spades right in the middle of the deck so that everyone can see. So your spectator can see, or your audience can see the card in the middle of the deck. Alright, so middle of the deck, card is inserted into the middle. Now if you're right-handed, you're holding the card like this, the entire deck like this. Thumb by this side, index finger here, middle finger, and the other fingers by the side. What you're just going to do is you're just going to push in that card in. You're going to push that card in, and what you're going to do is you're going to do it at an angle, as long as if you are doing a DPS. So you're going to come over and push that card at this corner. Now you don't want to do it as far out as I'm doing it. I'm just doing it for the sake of teaching you. Normally what I'm doing, the card would be this deep in before I actually start to angle the card, so that the card can do this. Share the angle so the card can proceed from the side like this. And what that allows me to do is this. Yeah, so we are at this point like this. Now my index finger on my left hand comes and grips this corner like this, and my right hand is providing cover from the front, gripping everything close. You can decide to keep your fingers closed. I like to just have everything open somewhat like that. That comes with practice. But I'm at this point like this, and then I pull with my thumb. It's almost as if I'm doing a DPS. Then I pull with my thumb. For those of you who don't know how to do a DPS, I'm giving you a little bit of idea of what a DPS is. So I'm at this point like this, and I pull with my thumb. Then I pivot with my pinky of my hand and do this. And what I just do is I reach over, then I spread my fingers from this point into this sort of position like this, so that I can straddle grip that card. My neighbors. So I can straddle grip the card like this. So my fingers are all spread out like this. I'm in this sort of position. From the front, this is how it looks like. From underneath, this is how it looks like. Really bad. But now my hands are covering. My right hand is covering from the front. You really can't see it. And then I hold this, and what I'm just doing is I'm just doing this. I'm pulling out that card, stretching out my fingers, and loading that card underneath. Now it might be easier for those that actually happen to have longer fingers. It might be easier to do the move. But if your fingers are not that long, you can simply just, once you're at this point, the index finger is stretched, that you grip it and straddle grip like this. You can just simply squeeze the card. That will make it easier to pull out from behind. From behind, remember, you're pulling from behind. You can decide to pull from the side too, but it will look something like that. You flash. So behind, from the back, you're pulling from the back. That makes it easier and less resistant to flash. I think, is that a word? Okay, so less resistant to that. Sorry. So yeah, like this. Insert, push inwards, come over with your right hand, middle finger, pull, push at an angle so you are protruding like this, out jog or in jog like that, and keep on pulling with your thumb and your middle finger of your right hand, and you pull and keep on pulling until you get to this point. Then your index finger takes over, pivots with your middle finger or your pinky. Depends on you, whichever one you find easier, but I like to do it with my middle finger instead of my pinky. You can use your pinky if you want to, anyone that is easier for you. See, I'm at this point like this, so I'm already at this point, but I'm covered from the front, obviously with my fingers. And what I just do is I grip everything, and then I pull out. Now the loading is where you might flash. Now what I do is I actually attempt to always keep this part of my index finger in contact with the bottom of the deck at all times, so it's always contacting the deck like that. And I just move and drag everything to the front, and I load the card at the bottom of the deck. That is how the straddle, pass or shift works. So yeah, like this. Select, your selection is placed in the middle of the deck. Push, keep on pushing until it's almost in, and then I already have the card protruding at an angle or in jog at an angle, and I keep on pulling with my middle finger or my ring finger, depends on anyone I feel like using, and then I pull downwards until I can no longer pull. Now remember, my thumb is at this point, so I keep on pulling until I can no longer pull. And what I just do is I pivot with my, you could use your pinky, any of these three fingers you want to, and then once you're at this point, you just still keep your thumb by the side. You do not move your thumb just comes down and stops. Now the fingers do the other action, so they curl inwards, and once they are inwards, they go back outwards, maintaining contact with the bottom of the deck, and just boom, the straddle shift is done. Now that was a long explanation, but all for something that happens that's over in seconds. That is how the straddle pass looks like, or shift looks like. So yeah, this, oh, that's going to be bad. And then the control is done. Now you might see that movement. So how do you counteract that? Is just by inserting the card. You can even wait and talk with them. I have the card, I'll drop like this, and once I'm ready, I'll just move the entire deck as I'm just rocking the deck. I'm caressing the deck, That is just how the straddle passes. I hope that was easy enough for you guys to understand. If you happen to have any questions, you can ask me in the comments below. And I think that brings us to the end of today's tutorial. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.